Glam More Fearless. It's Mr. Divabetic raising awareness for diabetes in a fun new way today in Central Park. I'm talking to my good friend Judith Jones Ambrosini, and she's a new author. You have a great new book out. What's it called?
It's called The Sisterhood of Diabetes, Facing Challenges and Living Dreams.
Sounds inspirational. Let's start this interview. Judith, you've been living with diabetes for 52 years. Why did you want to write a book called The Sisterhood of Diabetes? What was the reason behind it?
Well, the reason sparked when I was at a conference that was many women with diabetes, athletes, was out in Colorado Springs, coming home on the plane, and I said, these women are incredible, and they're such an inspiration to me, and their praises have to be sung so that everybody, the whole world, has to know about them, and how they face the challenges of diabetes, and we all know what that's like. It's every day. It's, you know, we live in a roller coaster, and we've just got to break through and live our dreams despite diabetes.
You know what I really liked about this book is I felt like women were being honest about how they're dealing with their diabetes, because sometimes I feel like we send a wrong message that everything's happy. Yes. And a lot of those women in your book, including Shakira, the professional basketball player who became a professional football player, kind of talk about the anger issues and really beginning how they're dealing with this. And I think there's a woman with type 2 who kind of struggled with her diabetes at first too.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about how they overcame that, because I know that's a real issue for a lot of people watching.
Well, I think it's something that starts from the women I spoke to and interviewed. It starts in your heart, where you make a decision. You're going to go to sleep at night with diabetes. You're going to wake up the next morning with diabetes. So how do you solve this dilemma of having diabetes with you 24 hours a day, every day? And I think that most of them have figured out a way to make diabetes their ally, to stick it in their back pocket and say, oh yeah, diabetes, yes, I respect you, and I'll do everything I have to do, but let's go, and let's just live our dreams and fulfill our wishes and our lives. And
was that you, though? Did you ever have an issue with it and you just wanted to, shove it in your back pocket and not deal with it?
Oh, I still do, every day.
Do you?
Sure. I mean, it's something that there's an awareness of it no matter what. And some people say, I don't think about it except when I take insulin or when I take my medication. But if it's something that it's a part of our lives. It's with us every day. It affects our bodies, it affects our minds, our way of thinking, and it affects our hearts and our emotions.
Judith, I know you're married, but I want to talk about one of the biggest relationships for someone living with diabetes, which is their meter. So how did you meet your meter?
How did I meet my meter? Well, my very first meter was the glucometer, which I mentioned before. It was the size of a book. And then I switched over to One Touch LifeScan. And
how did that relationship go?
Very, very well, and we're still married.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
You're in a long-term relationship with that meter?
Very long-term.
Why do you like that meter?
Well, it's not that particular meter, so I've upgraded over the years, and I use a One Touch Ultra, I believe it's called, and I absolutely love it because I like the size, I like the way, I know the case, I know what I can put into the zipper part. I can put lancets, I can put tissues for wiping, has a little compartment I can put my medical cards in, I keep the battery in there, so it's kind of like a catch-all and easy to carry around.
All right, I love to inspire, but this woman next to me is an inspiration. Please check out author Judith Jones Ambrosini's book, The Sisterhood of Diabetes, and watch all our videos on divabetic.org. Thanks for watching.